1. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. 2. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. 3. The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. 4. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. 5. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. 6. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. 7. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. 8. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. 9. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. (10) If I had followed the multitude, I should not have studied philosophy. 11. Happiness resides not in possessions, and not in gold. Happiness dwells in the soul. 12. Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. 13. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. 14. No human being will ever know the truth, for even if they happened to say it by chance, they would not even know they had done so. 15. There is nothing permanent except change. 16. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. 17. He has the most who is most content with the least. 18. Good character is not formed in a week or a month. It is created little by little, day by day. Protracted and patient effort is needed to develop good character. 19. Throw moderation to the winds, and the greatest pleasures bring the greatest pains. 20. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. 21. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 22. I don't need a friend who changes when I change and who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better. 23. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. 24. The mind is not a vessel to be filled but a fire to be kindled. 25. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself.
26. Good means not merely not to do wrong, but rather not to desire to do wrong. 27. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. "28. Much learning does not teach understanding." 29. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. 30. We must free ourselves of the hope that the sea will ever rest. We must learn to sail in high winds. 31. It is a true man's part not to err, but it is also noble of a man to perceive his error. 32. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. 33. Pay attention to your enemies, for they are the first to discover your mistakes. 34. Man is the measure of all things. 35. The real destroyer of the liberties of the people is he who spreads among them bounties, donations, and benefits. 36. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. 37. Everything existing in the universe is the fruit of chance and necessity. 38. What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others. 39. Wait for the wisest of all counselors to judge you, time. 40. The worst of all deceptions is self-deception. 41. Character is destiny. 42. No one that encounters prosperity does not also encounter danger. 43. To find yourself, think for yourself. 44. Life is short, the art long. 45. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempest. 46. Small opportunities are often the beginning of great enterprises. 47. Do not trust all men, but trust men of worth. The former course is silly, the latter a mark of prudence. 48. Men who wish to know about the world must learn about it in its particular details. 49. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. 50. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one.